1996, a homeless man named Julian Assange is living in the wilderness, in the suburbs of Australia, suffering from deep depression. He's been like this for the last 6 months. However, unlike your typical homeless man, this man is wanted by 4 major world countries, including the United States, for several hacking charges. He also claims to have been responsible for the deaths and the displacement of 250,000 people in Africa. He claims to have hacked the Pentagon and is Australia's most famous hacker. By the age of 17, his hacking techniques allowed him to gain access to government generals' emails. With these charges, he is facing 220 years in prison. How could a homeless, depressed man living in the wilderness end up in such a situation? Let me explain it to you. It all started with his small computer at his parents' house. Within this time, he was a known hacker all across Australia. Considerable benefits of his hacking include removing a book from the internet on how to make a bomb, as well as offering help to local police in controlling the widespread of child pornography on the internet. In 1996, he stood in court and pled guilty to several charges of hacking. Despite that, he was released on a $7,000 bail for good behavior. Trouble would start coming towards his way when he decided to start one of the most well-known websites in the early 2000s, known as WikiLeaks, a website where he would post leaked government files. That's when his life would take a 360 turn, receiving worldwide media attention. He first posted a leaked Australian government patent, stating that a new law might come out allowing government spy agencies to spy on the public's phone calls and store these in their archives. His theory behind starting this website was to force government organizations to reduce their levels of abuse or they will pay. This includes government activities such as spying on the public, changing elections, or repressing the public's opinion, such as what happened during the 2011 Arab Spring, and the attempt of Arab leaders to suppress the protests against their corrupt governments, something Assange wanted to limit. WikiLeaks played a worldwide role in politics and not only against the United States. This man has changed world politics across all continents. He has admitted that one of the leaks posted on his website has been indirectly involved in the displacement of more than 350,000 people in Kenya. These were published just days before the presidential elections, adding fire to the already tense political situation in Kenya. This gives a small glimpse of the effect one publication on this website by Assange can have on a government's politics. In 2007, everything would change when WikiLeaks posted a leaked video of the American army. A video with the title Collateral Murder in Iraq. A video which the US government has tried hard to encrypt and prevent it from being published. The video shows American troops in a helicopter shooting and killing 17 Iraqi civilians, including 2 journalists holding a camera. A van then came to carry the injured civilians. However, the American soldiers shot at them, as well as injuring 2 children in the van. As all of this was happening, the American troops can be heard laughing and making comments such as, "Look at those dead bastards." This leaked video is one of the main reasons he is wanted by American justice. A video that clearly shows the involvement of the American army in war crimes. This leak has made the United States government do everything they can to extradite Assange to the United States till this day. With several world country police on Assange's tail, he finally decides to voluntarily turn himself in to the police in London in 2010. However, during the time of his trial in the United Kingdom, he breached bail and sought refuge at the Ecuadorian embassy and applied for asylum. He was there given a small room and a bathroom, with the embassy becoming his new home. According to international law, British police are not allowed to enter the embassy and arrest him without the permission of the Ecuadorian government, because despite the embassy being in London, it's considered as Ecuadorian territory. Assange would take the embassy as his home for the next 4 years, not leaving the embassy for once, even giving interviews to the media from his balcony, because the moment he steps out of that embassy, he will be in British territory again and he will be arrested. This smart move has allowed him to avoid arrest for more than 5 years. In 2019, he was finally arrested after Ecuador revoked his visa. He was then taken to prison and has been in Belmarsh Prison, London since. Despite him serving his sentence, he's still in prison due to the United States government's efforts to extradite him and make him stand trial for his leaks against the government, making his destiny unknown. A man who did everything he can to fight against worldwide injustice is now facing an unknown fate.